This week, I want to stress to you the importance of creating and living in your own positive reality. Now, I can't stress to you how important it is to create and to live in your own positive reality. Now, one of the keys to doing this is you don't want to say anything about yourself that you don't want to become a reality. Now, a lot of times when we start getting the sniffles or we aren't feeling well, we're quick to claim that we're sick. I don't know if it's that we want sympathy or we want people to feel sorry for us or whatever it is, right? But never ever claim something that you don't want to happen, because let me tell you something. You do not realize how powerful your words are and how powerful your thoughts are. So let me quickly show you exactly how powerful just you saying something or just your thought. That's a simple thought, how powerful it is and how it can actually change your actual reality. Now, when we have a thought about something, when we think about anything, whether it's something negative or whatnot, that thought actually triggers a chemical reaction in your body, okay, in your brain. That thought, as simple as it may seem to you, actually triggers a chemical reaction in your brain. So if you think something negative, it's going to cause your brain to release negative chemical signals in your body. If you think something positive, right? If you have a happy thought, same thing is going to happen. It's going to release feel good chemicals in your body. So when those chemicals are released in your body, so let's say that you have a thought of anger or hate or unforgiveness or anything negative, right? It's going to cause the body to release negative chemicals, and those negative chemicals are going to affect the way that you feel, right? Because those negative chemicals are going to make you feel in a way that you don't want to feel. It's going to make you feel negative. So your thoughts actually control how you feel. So when those chemicals get released into your body, it's going to cause you to feel bad. And guess what's going to happen? When you start feeling bad now, then it's going to cause you to think more negative thoughts, right? It's going to cause you to think negative. So then now it becomes like a chain reaction. It just becomes something where the way that you're thinking is controlling the way that you're feeling, and then now the way that you're feeling is controlling the way that you are thinking. So that's why it's so important. It's so very important to make sure that we only focus on positive thoughts, because when we start feeling positive, the brain starts releasing positive chemicals, serotonin, and then we start to feel good. And then when we start to feel good, we start to think good. And that thinking good causes us to feel good. That feeling good causes us to think good. So that's why it's so very important that we control our thoughts, all right? That's why we have to create. That's what I mean by creating our own positive reality. Now, let me give you a few key tips in creating your own positive reality. Number one, you only want to watch and listen to things that inspire and motivate you. So stop watching things that cause you to feel down, that cause you to feel sad, especially things on your social media timeline or some of these TV shows that we're watching. I mean, nothing's wrong with a little entertainment here and there, but if it causes you to feel down, it causes you to feel sad, maybe some of the music that we listen to, then that is not anything that is going to help you out. If it causes you to have negative thoughts, right? We already talked about what happens when we have these negative thoughts. As simple as a thought is, we have these negative thoughts, it releases these chemicals in our body, and then those chemicals cause us to feel bad. Then now, because we're feeling bad, we think more negative, and then more negative chemicals are released, and we feel even worse, and it just becomes an endless cycle that goes on and on and on and on and on. So we have to monitor what it is that we listen and we watch. We only want to listen to and watch things that inspire and motivate us, all right? Stay away from the people that always posting negativity on their timelines, whether it be Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or any of these social media platforms. Stay away from the negativity. Make sure that you put it where you can't see their posts, okay? Because those posts will have you feeling that I can't, and I'm sure you guys see it all the time. I see people that say, man, I started out feeling great today, and then I went on my Facebook timeline, I went on my Instagram timeline, and everyone was posting all kinds of depressing things, and it made you feel depressed, right? There's a reason for that. I just explained it to you. A lot of you don't know the science behind it, but I just explained it to you. When you see things that make you feel negative and you start thinking negative, that simple thought alone is going to release some negative chemicals in your brain, right? Which ends up going into your body, which causes you to feel exactly the way that you were thinking. Then now you start to think the way that you're feeling. Then you start feeling the way that you're thinking, and it becomes an endless cycle. The next thing that you want to do is remind yourself every day of how absolutely amazing you are. So maybe you want to have a journal where you write down some of the accomplishments, some of the things that you've done over the past few months, past few days, maybe past few years, whatever it is, of just all the great things that you've done. And just continually remind yourself over and over and over again of these different things. Because those, when we do that, it gives us confidence. It reminds us, because sometimes we have short term memory. Sometimes we forget about all the great things that we've done. So when we see these things over and over and over and over and over again, it reminds us that, hey, you know what? We can do anything. We can do absolutely amazing things. All right. Next thing that you want to do is make sure you stay away from negative people, right? You want to stay away from people that cause you to think these negative thoughts, because we know what happens when we think these negative thoughts. There's some people that, man, they're just, they can't even help themselves. They're just negative, and they're them, and you just have to let them continue to do what it is that they do, but you got to stay away from it. Anyone that causes you to feel the way that you don't want to feel, you need to keep your distance from them. Next, like I said earlier, is monitor your social media. That's a big thing. So many people post negative foolishness on their timeline, and you start to see that stuff. It will absolutely change your day. You'll wake up feeling great, and then you'll go on your social media timeline, and then you'll see a bunch of negativity. And then now you start thinking negative, and then it causes your body to feel negative, and that's absolutely not what you want. All right, and just in general, stay away from anything negative. Surround yourself with people that are positive. Surround yourself, watch things that are inspiring, that lift you up, that make you feel good. Because the more you think positive, the better you will feel. And by doing these steps, you have created your own positive reality. All right, you created your own positive reality. You're going to start to feel better. Once you feel better, you'll be able to accomplish so much more in life. All right, so make sure you work on creating your own positive reality. It will absolutely change everything for you. All right, thank you much, and until next week.